Hello and welcome. My name is Matthew C. Scaro.
And I'm Deji Kuforiji.
And this is MMA in the Basement. We are going to be doing a podcast here, so check in often. But tonight is our very first episode. We're going to be talking about Floyd Money Mayweather taking on Conor McGregor August 26th, 10 in the East, 7 in the West. Deji, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. This is going to probably be the biggest fight in the last 10 years, I believe.
I think it's the biggest fight of the century.
Boxing purists wouldn't agree with you, but it's up for debate.
Well, it's definitely going to be the biggest pay-per-view buy. I'm almost certain about that. Tons and tons of hype. They're talking about downtown in Chicago, $2,000 a table. But let's break down the fighters themselves. So Floyd Mayweather is going to be 40 years old. Conor McGregor, 29. Does age play a factor?
Age always plays a factor in fighting. Fighters get old quick. We looked at Chuck Liddell. Could it be the chin? We looked at Anderson Silva. Could it be the chin? There's numerous fighters that woke up one day and just did not have it anymore.
Right, and Conor's got to be in his prime. He's 29 years old. He's the two-division champion of the UFC, and people are not used to seeing him lose other than against Nate Diaz. However, this is going to be his first foray into professional boxing.
Yes.
We'll see how it plays out. All right, so let's talk about training here. We know that Conor's had a secret camp. He's been kind of fighting with Paulie Malignaggi. There's been videos of him,
which was awesome.
Yeah.
It was probably the highlight leading up to this fight so far.
Right. We haven't seen him playing with pool noodles. We don't know if he's practicing touch butt. All right, first off, let's talk about the Paulie tapes. Do you think that the Paulie tapes are real? Are they doctored? Do you think they tell us anything about the fight?
They're real. I mean, the thing is, we've only saw 8 and maybe 20 seconds total. We can't tell anything about the fight. Even if those fans that watch the punches come in there like, oh, those punches look awful. That Paulie even said it himself. That was only what? That was the 12th round. So fighters are tired at that time in training. So I don't think they say much.
I agree with you. All right, so should Floyd Mayweather win this bout? Does he ever fight again?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He will fight again if the money's there.
If it's the money.
It's all about the money.
And I think it's just about the pride. I think it's only if Conor McGregor beats him. That's the only thing that brings him back into the ring. I think 50-0 is a beautiful number for him to retire on.
Yes, 50-0 is a beautiful number, but 7-8 zeros is an even prettier number.
That's true. That's true. Now, if Conor McGregor wins, if Conor McGregor loses, does he fight again?
If he has a good showing, there's a Paulie fight there that I would love to see. I don't care. I'm going to pay for it. I think that the hype leading up to this, with the video you brought up, with Dana White going on all these satellite TV shows and saying that it was an ass whooping from, pillar to post, we have to see that fight. As a fight fan, that is heat right there for me.
And what's kind of sad is he would probably make more money fighting Paulie Malignaggi in a boxing match than he will defending his belt in the UFC. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, the only other fight that's really big in the UFC right now that people want to see is the third fight in the Nate Diaz fights in the trilogy.
I agree. That's my number one fight for Conor when he comes back. That's really all I want to see. But all right, so let's hear your prediction. What happens?
My prediction is that Conor will throw Floyd off in the first few rounds, but I think that as soon as he downloads that data, it's gonna go 8-9 rounds, and he's gonna be tired. Switching southpaw, all that movement in boxing, it's gonna kill him, and I think that he's gonna just start breaking down that body, and Conor will wilt.
And so you think Floyd Mayweather wins a decision in the end?
No, I think that the fight's going to go 8, 9, maybe 10 rounds. Floyd's going to stop him. And I think that it's going to be telling about the difference between, a 3-round or 5-round fight in MMA where he's only averaged 2 rounds over the last 10 fights. So I think that he's just not going to have the cardio for it.
All right, so in my opinion, the most likely scenario is that Conor McGregor probably has a good showing for the first few rounds. Maybe even hurts Floyd Mayweather. Maybe even knocks Floyd Mayweather down. But I think in the end, he is going to lose on the scorecards. I don't think that Floyd's going to be able to finish him. I think Conor has proven himself to be just too tough, especially in that Nate Diaz 5-round fight. He was getting battered, and he stood in there. So I just don't think that Floyd is going to be able to put him down.
Yeah.
But I do think that Floyd will win the fight in the cards. I do think it's possible, however, though, that Conor could stiffen Floyd up and put him out. I do think that could happen.
If that happens, I don't know if it's Celtic mysticism or something that helps him win. I'm sorry, I know you're Irish, man, but that's some real Lucky Charms right there.
Well, we'll see, man. Like he's bigger, he's younger, he's stronger, he's hungry. Anything, and it's a fight.
And you're absolutely right. I mean, anything can happen in a fight, and Conor McGregor predicts these things, you know? So he said he wants to finish it in 2 rounds, and the only reason why he won't stop in the first round because the ref's going to jump in there. For fighting fans, MMA fans that are moving over to boxing for this one, please look at Conor's record in the last 10 fights. A lot of TKOs, only 1 KO. It's hard to get a KO in boxing unless he hits him clean and flush. And it's going to be hard to hit someone like Money Mayweather clean and flush with what we've seen, his defensive posturing in a fight.
Arguably the best defensive boxer who has ever lived.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we'll have to tune in August 26th to find out what happens. And you folks tune in right here if you want to learn more about mixed martial arts. Again, I'm Matthew C. Scaro.
I'm Deji Kuforiji.
And this is MMA in the Basement, signing out.